Hi guys, today we are going to make an Easter brioche, all vegan. The Easter brioche is a sweet bread that was prepared in the region of Nice for the celebration of Easter. This crown-shaped brioche is flavored with orange blossom water and decorated with chocolate eggs and pearl sugar. So beautiful. This brioche is perfect for an Easter brunch. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lionel and I cook Provence vegan dishes. Provence is a region located in the south of France and is reputed for its fragrant food. Brioche is a bread of French origin with high content of eggs and butter that gives it this rich and tender crumb. I will replace the eggs in the recipe by this ingredient, a potato, a simple mere potato. And it works. It's unbelievable. Look at it. The crumb is moist. It's stringy. It just tastes like a real brioche. This is just incredible. To prepare this recipe, gather the following ingredients: 500 grams of all-purpose flour, 100 grams of sugar, 150 grams of cooked potato. The potato needs to be well cooked. 150 grams of vegan butter, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast, 150 grams of plant-based milk of your choice, 1 organic lemon or 1 tablespoon of orange blossom water. Additionally, you will need chocolate eggs for decoration. You can find my recipe for making chocolate eggs in the information box. Don't forget to also have 3 tablespoons of pearl sugar on hand. You can find my recipe for making pearl sugar in the information box as well. Now, let's dive into the recipe. First and foremost, begin by adding the instant dry yeast to the milk in order to rehydrate and activate it. Gently stir the glass to aid in the dissolution of the yeast and then set aside. Moving on, zest the lemon directly into the bowl of the stand mixer. For this task, it is recommended to use a microplane as it is particularly well suited for zesting citrus fruits. Now, combine the cooked potato with the milk containing the yeast and the lemon zest and proceed to cream them together. To accomplish this, attach the paddle to the stand mixer and ensure it is securely in place. Initially, start the stand mixer at low speed to prevent any splashing, gradually increasing the speed as needed. Continue mixing until the potato mixture reaches a creamy and smooth consistency, devoid of any grainy texture. Next, incorporate the flour, sugar, salt, and orange blossom water into the mixture. Restart the stand mixer, this time at speed 1. After approximately 3 to 4 minutes, a cohesive dough will begin to form. Once the dough has come together, you may halt the stand mixer. At this stage, detach the paddle attachment and replace it with the hook attachment. Set the stand mixer to speed 1 and allow the dough to be kneaded for a duration of 6 minutes. The hook attachment will work its magic, kneading the dough akin to the process of making bread. This will help develop the dough's elasticity and capture the carbon dioxide produced by the yeast, resulting in a light and airy brioche dough. After the designated 6 minutes have elapsed, the dough should be deemed ready. It should possess a smooth texture, form a cohesive ball, and exhibit elasticity and pliability. Now, it is time to incorporate the vegan butter. Ensure that the butter is softened but not melted. If the butter has melted, place it in the freezer for a few minutes until it solidifies once more. And still with the hook attachment, start the mixer and set it to speed 2. We are going to mix the dough for 6 minutes. At first, you are going to see that the dough and the butter don't want to mix. The dough is elastic and is going to resist the incorporation of fat, but gradually the fat will be absorbed. After 6 minutes, your dough is ready. It's very smooth and elastic. You can check it by stretching the dough. It expands very well. Clean the eventual residual butter remaining on the bowl and remove the bowl from the stand mixer. Roll the dough in your hands to form a ball just like this. And place it back into the bowl. Then cover the dough to keep it from drying out. I used a shower cap that I reused several times. You could use the plastic bag with an elastic to seal it. Then put the mixing bowl in the oven turned off for 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours for the first rise. You can let the dough rise more if the temperature of your kitchen is low, like in winter time. What you need to check is that the dough needs to double in size. Sometimes it takes longer. Take out the dough from the bowl and flatten it with the palm of your hands to remove the fermentation gases. Roll the flattened dough in itself and then shape it as a ball by pulling the dough surface under the bowl itself, like I do in the video. That's going to create tension on the surface and help your brioche to rise. Place back the dough in the bowl and then cover well. Then place the dough in the fridge. The flavors and the texture of the dough are going to improve drastically with the night spent in the cold. Yeast and bacteria are going to develop slowly and create wonderful aromas. I like to place the dough in the fridge as I can also decide when I want to bake the brioche. Leave the dough in the fridge for at least 10 hours up to 48 hours. The following day, take out the bowl from the fridge. Remove the dough from the bowl and flatten it with the 2 palms of your hand to get rid of the gases. The dough has risen and also has hardened. Then separate the dough in 3 sections. You can eyeball it or use a scale. The total weight of the dough is 900 grams, so I need to make 3 sections of 300 grams each. Stick the dough parts you added to even the weight of each ball by pressing them down to the main dough section. And roll each dough pieces in itself. Then shape a rough ball by pinching the dough underneath to create tension on the surface. This is not an easy gesture, but you will find out eventually. Repeat the same operation for the 2 other sections and let the dough balls rest for 20 minutes to let the gluten relax. Gluten, when it's manipulated, tends to contract. 20 minutes after, roll the dough on itself to make a stick like a sausage until you reach 50 cm long. You can use a measuring tape if you want. Try to make the stick even in diameter as much as possible. That's a good length, more or less the length of my forearm. Repeat the same operation with the 2 others remaining balls and make sure that all the sticks have the same length. Provence is a very religious region of France where the Pope used to reside in the city of Avignon. For every celebration, dishes were created to celebrate those particular religious events. This brioche is no exception. The reason why you have 3 braids is to represent the Trinity. Then braid the 3 sticks together, starting from the middle. If you know how to braid, you will find a way. If you don't, just follow the video. Then flip the bread and do the same for the remaining half. It's a bit tricky the first time, but you will find a way to braid it. Roll the brioche in itself to even it up. Then line a baking tray with parchment paper and place the braided brioche and curl it to form a crown. Braid the ends together to mask the joint section. Like this, neat and pretty. For the final rise, place the baking tray with the brioche in the oven and add a bowl of boiling water. This will help to rise the indoor temperature and help the dough to rise. Leave the brioche for 1 hour and a half to 2 hours until it doubles in size. Take off the brioche from the oven. Now we are going to glaze it. This is optional, but it gives the brioche a better look. It will make its surface shiny. To make the glaze, mix 2 tablespoons of plant milk, any will do, with 1 tablespoon of sugar. Stir with a spoon to help dissolve the sugar. Then, with a brush or your fingers, glaze delicately all the surface of the brioche. Then sprinkle the pearl sugar, and the quantity here depends just on your own preferences. Set up the oven to 160 degrees Celsius and let it warm up for 10 minutes. When the oven is hot, put the brioche into the oven and let it cook for 20 minutes. And here is the brioche, golden brown, beautiful and so fragrant. Let it cool down for 30 minutes, preferably on a grill rack, if you have one, to let the excess of the humidity come out. The final step is to add the chocolate eggs, and that's the better part. I use a lighter to melt the chocolate, and I simply stick it to the surface of the brioche. Your brioche is finalized and ready to be served. I hope that you like this recipe, and if you like this video, like it and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you for the next video. From now on, bye.